Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Linaki happy hampe hore ke kry-a kae the hyper activeness of having to make content every day and every day. But anyway, I'm here to just share. Okay, I don't preempt going higher with the tone and all of that today, but I'm here to just share some things that are on my mind. And because Shem, they're on my mind at the same time, they may be contradictory, but please look at them as two sets of ideas, two sets of knowledge, right? Two packages. Firstly, I was listening to the Funny Chef. People say we sound alike or we talk apparently. And I hear it, shame. I can't pinpoint it, but and it's because it's not only people from Pitor who are saying so. I mean, it's also people from Pitor who are saying so. I get a call. With people, others, you think, but we actually are like similar in how we narrate our thoughts and all of that. Anyway, so Candice Modiselle listening, Ari, you've got the parachute, jump. And she was told this by her therapist, right? So the gist of the conversation was that she was skeptical of getting into a relationship because she felt she needed to be perfect for the person, right? She needed to be fully healed. And she says we cheat ourselves of love of true love because we are waiting for a point where we are fully healed. And we never really reached that point to come to think of it, right? So I was listening to the Funny Chef this week that I felt whatever she said linked to Candice Modiselle, right? And she said that when you've been working, okay, I'm paraphrasing, when you've been working hard towards something. Okay, no, I wrote this actually. I could use why I paraphrase because I hope like believe in yourself long enough so that when success comes, it doesn't shock you. Believe in yourself long enough so that when success comes, it doesn't shock you. Believe that you deserve true love enough that when it comes, you don't doubt that you deserve it. Island, but yeah, believe that you deserve true love. So much so that when it presents itself, you don't second guess it. Believe it. Yeah, the second one. Anyway, guys, my thing is, how many books have you read after the heartbreaks you've been through? How many people have you spoken to share similar experiences with? How many therapy sessions have you attended to pinpoint the red flags you missed in the past relationship? How many podcasts have you watched that then made you go back and analyze and look at the wrongs that you did and your contribution towards that relationship failing? You've got the parachute. Fly. Now that you've got all those, you actively taking measures to heal yourself, to look at the things that you did wrong, to take accountability, because it can't always be the other person that's fully wrong. You also played a part there. That on its own is the parachute. You having to do work on yourself is the parachute. So when the true love experience presents itself, don't working. Let it not shock you. Because as you heal yourself and you confront certain parts of yourself, you getting radiated a different frequency. And that frequency attracts different people. So when the people of that frequency come and say, girl, okay, and don't it's called magat, because you intentionally took measures to work on yourself so much. That's the parachute. When we talk about reflection, when we talk about healing and all of it, we don't just do them just so that you feel less guilty. Those are things that arm you in the next relationship so that you are a better soldier. So that you are a better observer, you are a better analyzer, you are a better whatever that you may have been lacking in the past relationship. So you've got the tools, use them. So the parachute is, I like parachute, man. Hey, Okay, the parachute in this, okay, not in its literal sense, but in this sense is getting a okay, tools and weapons that are going to ensure that even if there's something that goes wrong, you're still fine. Because I get a parachute, you fall, and then it whoops, and then it, yeah, that. Wabona ne? So even if it doesn't go well, you were in a much better position than you were in all your other relationships where things went south and all of that. So wanted to stop denying yourself certain things because you believe you need to be healed to a certain degree. You need to first go through something that, so that you are more perfect before you are deserving of that thing. The harshest truths that I encountered this year is that you don't have to be fully healed to be deserving of true love. And that, I think, liberated me so much because, as she says, we cheat ourselves of a true love because we believe we need to be of a certain package before we can participate in other things. And it's not because I shared this with a friend and she's like, so do I need to bleed onto someone else? I'm not talking about people who are deliberately ignoring things. I am saying in the times that you were mourning the relationships that ended, you were not just mourning. I get you did take active measures. So I'm talking about people who intentionally took measures to address the things that were wrong and the contribution they played. And I'm saying to them, let's because now you've got the parachute. And now that it's there, jump. So I decided to divide them because divide them. Anyway, separate. I get separate being deal on the same video. I can go tell your perfect as one good or green. Anyway, the second point that has been lingering on my mind this week is that this thing here, Mujol, right? I don't know why do I have Mujolo content in my mind so much. Anyway, yes, we are multi-layered people, multifaceted, right? The reason why ukrebari when amara u singile biang king abatli. Heriri single by choice asura abatli. But the thing is, because I'm multifaceted, ne? When you see me, you don't get the personality. You don't see the personality as people say. You see physically, whatever it is that draws you to me physically. And then and there, you decide and make a conclusion that you wanna pursue. I also see a lot about me, right? And the problem is that you deeming yourself capable of being in a relationship with me just on looks. The problem with that is with other people, it makes them think, then therefore, all the other aspects are sorted. Because yes, physically you can give the strokes, but if you can't stroke me mentally, nako boreha in that relationship, you know. And if I can do that for you, no boreha in that relationship. If you can't stimulate me, you know, in other departments where, okay, let's talk passion, let's talk dreams. Beyond dreams, let's talk the plan. Let's talk strategy. Something like a Disney World for the fantasy. Le arbone strategy. Unale planning. If there's no that, you being the sexiest man in town won't do me much. So the problem with people is that they deem themselves capable of handling the physical aspect of things. What the tap out, the big what energy. But here, you know, okay, spiritually, okay, intellectually, mentally, emotionally, you know, I mean, those other aspects, they're also important. They're also important. So we often struggle with relationships, or we often are quick to dismiss because we see her, oh, okay, when physically, no, usexy, I'm gonna to feel we, but intellectually, go so emotionally o bothata o na le temper wena o na le temper a ke utlwane le batho ba temper and yes, in other aspects, I mean, no one is perfect, but go na le negotiable jo go na le dilo tse dingwe a ke to compromise. You must have this, and one of them is being able to engage parts of me that I deem important to me. Wabo go sena emotional intelligence di-muscle tsa o di ka senkirele selo like nka se kgone le o di bona le gore di pila or wa di tona or bicep theater, you know, when you are a pain in the ass intellectually, when you are a pain in not something over explainele. You never make means to actively learn and invest in yourself. Where the conversation now, when now it's go sharp, like how now opinion when okay, maybe hey, that's a bit of a story. Mara emotionally when now na emotional intelligence, how can you read at the room? Or embarrass, you know, like I get why I'm mumbling, but when you date someone happen over embasara ya motho, whether you like it or not. Like sorry, somehow by association o ambassador o ba ambassador e beyang e loring wena you can only ambassador in one field. Hapa ke ka no khatla go rupila ka no conclude ka rupila, then therefore are re ka tsamai yo wena mo loring here bloody dreams wena umputsa di question nyana tse snacks. I remember there was this other gentleman whom I was involved with during the writing of my first book. And as I was telling him about it, instead of being a supportive partner, that guy Amputsor, what makes me think people will want to read about me? Hani akutu sisorki di insecurity tsa hao tso di projectang ka se sebaka or ke lack of exposure or ke, but there's so many ways that question could have been asked. You know, there's so many more intelligent ways that could get you the same answer. You could have easily asked me, okay, in the market of books and the competition that is there, how do you think this book will be different? What different element does this book bring? Also, one engage, one stimulate. Mara ho thoma ka o biletlela hani. And then unyoko aga tempele ya Jesu with me. So the problem is that okay, fine, who I do this very well. It's a good trait. Yes, I am getting mentally in a good space. But you know, you go through certain things, certain journeys. Some it's journeys that you never thought you'd go through. They go through them fine, and then they're in a good mental state, you know, or in a good position post that situation. They come back, they want to be holier than thou. They start bashing people who are still struggling. About like that, for some reason, abasana ketesi or grace. I was once here. Let me everyone who's still coming. So look in a good state mentally, but I still care about how you treat other people who are still in that situation. Come on. Or this is so you can have one aspect and thrive in it, and I may like it, but if there are others that are attached to it that I deem important, then you can engage the ariklohele. So when we reject people, and it's not like bato abate, like I'm saying, but is with growth you tend to discern through this conversation or through the meeting and the encounters I've had with you. I can tell where do you stand as far as ambition is concerned. I can tell where do you stand as far as having a clear plan is concerned. And we're not saying life is not going to happen when any plans out, right? It's going to happen. You're going to face challenges. Mara, I need you to have something going on for you and believing in it so much that choice or okay, no, you seem to have it. No support. But if you don't have that going on for you, so we can discern sometimes or more and sometimes it's in the reasoning that people use or the reasoning that people have or the mentality that people have in thinking they've got limitations. You know, there are people who have imaginary haters. I used to be one of them. There are people who've got imaginary hindrances, like